Hey everyone, welcome back to the Finish Streaming Podcast. I am Contrell, joined as always, Riley, Sarah, Charlie. How are you guys?
Good. How are you doing?
Great, great.
No mistakes yet.
No mistakes yet. Riley, did you say how you were doing?
I'm great.
All right, good, awesome. Today's movie is called Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, 2023. Rated PG-13. Run hour of 2 hours and 4 minutes. And spoilers are ahead. Before we get started, guys, please like, subscribe, follow Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We are at Affinity Streaming Podcast. All right. Aquaman returns, and he has to face Black Manta, who is still looking for revenge from his father's death. Have you guys all seen Aquaman 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great movie.
Back in time.
Back in time.
It came out.
Yeah,
I
good.
didn't rewatch
Like
it.
5
You saw it in
years ago?
theater? I saw it in theaters too. I did not see this one in theaters, unfortunately. I had COVID when this came out.
Did you go to the theater?
In the first one? Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
I didn't.
Directed by James Wan, released December 22nd, 2023, starring Jason Momoa.
Was the first one James Wan?
Yeah, the first one was James Wan. 34 critics, 81 audience, 5.3 on Film Affinity.
5.3?
5.3.
This is too high.
That's better than I expected.
Charlie,
Yeah, it's not great.
Start us off.
It's not great. There's a lot of exposition. There's a lot of just noisy, flashy light battles, and that's the whole movie. And then it's just over.
Yeah.
And to me, like I was thinking, like it felt longer than Killers of the Flower Moon.
Wow.
There's just so much nothing happening, where they just are running from one thing to the next, and they're just, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really care for it.
Okay.
I thought the opening 20 minutes was fine, where he's like setting up his life. I kind of liked that.
Yeah.
Because Jason Momoa is just like very, I don't know, charismatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like you see the actor instead of like the character, which it will work because of him. But the special effects or like the CG, whatever it is, like
they didn't look.
It was very bad.
It was horrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Like only what we watched it together,
I
and
think that's one of their highest budgeted movies.
I don't know.
200 million they spent on this.
What?
Something around that.
I don't know, but
Over 200.
I think like we talk about it, like they just like put effort on the Aquaman, like because all others, if you like watch like the suits or the hair, it was like so badly done, and as
It was
he
noticeable.
said, and
Like-
he was, as he said, like it was a lot of like battles and sound and
Oh, and you can tell like they're all just running in empty rooms because they're all like do that thing where they stop and look at. Clearly, they're looking at nothing. Because there's nothing. It's all everything's.
Yeah.
Even the plants are CGI.
Yes.
It looks like.
yes.
I don't know.
It
Maybe
was-
they're real. Maybe we'll look
It
at the
was
box.
okay. Well, once we look over this, we're trying to like write the story or something, which is of course always the same. Like we have a villain and the thing,
This
which is
very
like
generic.
it's a very generic. But at the same time, I don't know. Like the Manta, the actor, it was like flat for me. Like maybe it was like the most like not flat in the like against people, like the one that they were like fighting against, like but because like the lady in the spaceship or whatever.
She was terrible.
I was
The like
cracking
announcer
up.
lady.
Yeah, I
She
was
was
cracking-
terrible.
She was
Who did they
and
hire?
also like the scientist like saying like I want to leave, and he was like, well, good luck out
That's him
there.
asking to leave the movie.
Yes, and he was like, I guess I'll stick around. It's like that was like the flattest like deliver ever.
That's because I'm sure they're standing in an empty room, and he's supposed
I don't
to
know.
be acknowledging a noise that he can't hear,
I don't
and
know.
that's why he's.
It was bad.
It was
Yeah.
rough.
I don't know.
The entire council, like of people that
Oh,
Aquaman
oh.
presents to,
Yeah.
they were so badly CGI'd. Like, and even the opening scene, I literally was like, "Is something wrong with like my computer?" I
Yeah.
felt like it was like how a video game looks,
It looked
Yeah.
and I was like, "What is happening here?" And then you
Not
look
a
at
good video game.
Aquaman, yeah,
It's
not a good
not
video game.
one.
You look at Aquaman and it's like, okay, clearly they put effort into like CGIing like his hair well, but the rest of it was just like when Amber Heard is next to him and there's like the two of them together, her face is like blurry and everything, and I was just like, who did this? Like, what happened here?
It's like, Michelle, you love the movie.
What about you? Tell us.
But wait,
maybe we're wrong.
Jason Momoa made me laugh like quite a few times. Like, he was good.
Okay, I did enjoy the movie. I thought Manta was great. I thought he made the movie. I thought Jason Momoa was great.
He was the best of the dark side, but
compared to a low,
but he's just like an empty vessel.
Right? Yeah,
he's not even himself. So it's like,
I just thought it was entertaining. I was entertained for my 2 hours. I wasn't like,
if you look over all what we said,
yeah, there was. I didn't notice.
Yes.
I never pay attention to the CGI. I never complain about it unless it's
like suit was so fake. It was like cheap. It looked so cheap.
I didn't.
And I was like, why the Manta thing was? It's because of the comics. So because I didn't read the comics.
Yeah. So that's his suit from the comic books, and maybe because I'm older and I've come from people in the 70s trying to do superhero movies. Till now, I don't complain about this stuff.
Well, yeah, and you can look at something like Star Wars, where they just grab like some plastic toy.
And you see it like, I've just grown up, and this is advanced to me, you know. So
I don't mind that. It's more just like you have like the grasshopper things. Those just look terrible.
Yeah,
the plant things just look like plastic. They should look more lifelike. I don't know, and especially also the sense that you can tell like they're not reacting to things that they should be. There's like an explosion in their face, and it's not really there. So like, there's nothing to react to.
How did the budget of this compare to Flash? Because I felt like that one was good.
I don't know. Well, people complained about the Flash CGI also.
It's better than this.
But maybe it was heated.
But they didn't try as much in that one, right?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure it's difficult to portray an water realistic thing. Yeah. I'm sure it's very complicated. Look, but don't do it if you cannot.
I don't mind. I like all their random sea people things.
See, I didn't like that. I felt like it was too ambitious. Like, if they had kept it more grounded, and down to earth, they could have told a better story than like the. We'll get to like what I thought would have changed. Could have changed.
I don't think making them normal people would have changed the story, because the story is just terrible. They just have like an evil guy frozen. Just evil. He's just evil because he's evil.
Well, he's corrupt. Lost so kingdom, so he's lost. Yeah. Let's move to our least favorite, or scenes that moved you. Anybody want to volunteer to go ahead?
I don't have like a very a scene that I loved it, because no. But I can say that the chemistry that the brothers had, it was like the best part, because the rest was like so bad. Like, nor Nicole Kidman with the Len husband or whatever. None of them was like working for me. Amber Heard, or the name is, she had like 3 appearances and 3 lines, so you cannot convey that relationship either.
We all know why they cut her part.
Yes, I know it. Yeah, but still, like, if she's in the project, like, whatever, like, make it work, right? I don't know. You guys have.
Well, my favorite was like the sequence when Aquaman and his brother get to that island that's like with all the greenhouse gas and everything happening, and it's all transformed.
Yeah, the one that no one could find, even though it's spewing green.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening?
Like the island.
It's like there must be heat shield. Like, okay, but no one can see all this
coming off.
Yes. No one on the planet.
It was a fun like sequence of them getting to the island and then getting to the lab. There was just some fun interactions between them, making him eat the cockroach when he's like knocking over the thing to make the bridge. It was just like a funny dynamic. I laughed a couple times in that sequence. I like that. And then when he adds the cockroach to his burger at the end.
Yeah, that's why I said like you like more the scene, because you see the actors like having fun. You see that they were really like truthfully joking.
That's why I was like, let's see creatures in CGI and more interaction between characters, and
Yeah,
maybe
Yeah.
like it was just too much.
It was
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a
it
lot of
was too
noise.
cold.
Yeah, it was a lot of like just extraneous stuff that I don't think we needed.
Yeah.
No.
And then especially even look at like the battles where there's just literally just shit flying all over the screen. There's like lasers and things thrown,
Yeah.
rocks falling. It's like I
It's a
can't even
lot.
see who
Yeah,
I'm
what's
looking at.
happening? Yeah.
Who do I care in this thing? I guess
Yeah,
no one, because we only
no
see
one.
3 people
No
survive.
one. No one.
Did you have a favorite scene?
No, not really.
No, of course
I
not.
mean, I thought
I had
I
two
always
like
think it's funny when when they because like the acting wasn't great. So when they're like when their baby is kidnapped and they're all like screaming, I thought that was really
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
It was like,
It was yeah.
Where's Junior? Penta took Junior. No!
so
Sorry,
that's funny because for me that part was stressful because in
Really?
the comic
His
he
baby
actually
does.
kills the baby.
but-
So I was wondering if they were
Oh.
gonna go there with the movie.
I couldn't picture that.
Yeah, I
If
couldn't
they-
picture like as it was going. I was like, "There's no way they're gonna kill the baby in
it
this
would have to
movie."
be like I didn't even. They didn't. I was like, oh, they didn't even let the dad die. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He didn't even get like a 5 seconds to be like. They weren't even worried about him.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
Also, I thought it's funny. Like Manta's just like standing in the room. Like, how long was he waiting?
Yeah.
he had to make an appearance. You got to make an intimidating appearance when you walk in.
Why? He just like stabbed him or something.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
"I want your son to know."
Yeah.
Anyway, the
This is
opening
funny.
scene when he was playing with the toys in front of his son, I thought that was cute, and he
I
was
did.
like telling the story. That was
Yeah.
cute.
Well,
Yeah,
the first
I feel like
line.
the
Well,
movie kind of degenerated as it went.
yeah. One of the first line or the very first lines was like, "I talk to fish," and I was like, "Did I just hear that?"
Because
Okay.
Aquaman has had a long running joke of all you do is talk. Like there's a Saturday Night Live sketch about it. It's just like a joke, and
I know, I know.
bringing it
And also
into
like the Born to Be Wild and that also the like rock motorcycle guy that worked because he's like this, but it felt like also very like Sons of Anarchy like type wise or the Fast and the Furious. I could like portray him like
Yes.
anywhere
Oh my
else
God.
but here.
If you say you like the Fast and Furious with him better than this movie, we're
No,
not on the
no,
same
but I
page.
could see it, and I could see it like, oh yeah, I can relate it.
All right.
But
And
no.
another scene when he was rescuing his brother, and he was like, "All right, grab Wilson and let's go, Castaway." That was funny. But
Yeah.
that's never
No,
saw
no,
Castaway.
There was a
There
lot
were
of funny
lines
stuff
that were good.
from,
Yeah.
There were
from
lines
Jason,
good.
but
All right.
it
Yeah,
was
I was
really
just distracted
him.
because that just doesn't make sense. Like, why are they even in the desert from the like what? How are they connected to the fish people? The people in the desert. Why is he in prison? Why did the fish people imprison him in the desert with a bunch of
Yeah.
like crazy cultists? What? Why?
I
Because
just
he-
assumed
I
they
feel
just
like-
wanted to deplete the water
Yeah, they
from
want to
him.
get
Yeah.
keep him
Not have
away from
access.
water, and also I feel like he must have done something to that tribe that I don't remember from the first movie because
Okay.
they mentioned that a little bit.
Okay.
Well, he
I
like
remember
kills
that.
like their leader or something when
no
they
the
don't.
fish people, not those people. Those are different. People.
How is the
Fisherman.
fish people related? The fishermen
Yeah,
related.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, favorite character,
That's weird.
Riley.
Momoa. Like, I mean, I don't know how to pick anyone else from
Yeah.
that. He was just the only one that gave some
He's
funny
the only
stuff.
one that's really a character.
I would-
Exactly.
Yes, but I would.
His
I would-
brother is sort of.
Yeah.
I try. No, that's
That's
my
bad.
pick. The
Patrick
brother.
Wilson.
The brother like enhanced Momoa, definitely.
Patrick
Like,
Wilson
he-
and
he-
Jason Momoa. Yeah.
Gave something to Aquaman to work with, because the others they were like, no, they
Well,
were
they
like
weren't
inanimate.
fair. They
Yeah.
weren't- yeah.
Did you have a favorite? So you're going Momoa also.
Yeah. I mean, it's,
What about you?
Amber. No, not Amber Heard.
I was like,
Yahya
Oh.
Abdul Mateen. I just like that character even from the first movie. Like his motivation, like Aquaman letting his dad die, and like I just thought it was cool. And you know
But he's like, I'm gonna destroy the planet.
Yeah.
well, that's what after he was
so
possessed by the other guy.
so it's not even a character anymore.
Yeah, and then
It's
when they
just-
tried to save him, and he said "fuck you" and like
yeah, but that was
fell.
so like obvious.
It
It
was-
was just like
No, because
I'd
I
like to
thought they
see
would be
ones-
friends
no.
after he.
At the end,
No.
where
Well,
his like trident gets thrown to him like twice by the random
Oh,
people.
oh, oh.
I was just like, okay, here it is again.
He's like,
Here it is again.
Arthur, all the time. Like everyone was passing like the throne, like it was like
Also-
the test. Like
Also, we have like another terrible evil that's very easy to have destroyed. Apparently, like why didn't the ancient king just do that
Stop.
the first time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
instead of like doing Aquaman, like do it.
Yeah, it clearly said he defeated him.
He
why
didn't want to
just-
kill him. He wanted to imprison him.
Why?
Well, the
He's
old,
just a crazy
The
monster
justice
but it's his
system.
brother.
with a monster army.
The
It's his
justice,
brother.
that's how
Maybe
justice
that's
system
why.
works. And yeah, but like if I got turned into a zombie during the zombie apocalypse, you'd want to keep me alive because you love me
If
and
you're
you
trying
want.
to eat my face,
Yeah, but
and
you still-
destroy the
Yes,
world.
you'd
We're
chain
trying to-
you'd
I
chain
don't-
me up and
No, it's
feed
not
me
just,
like
it's not
cats
just you're
or
trying to eat my
something.
face. You're trying to kill
No, you
everyone. That's
would-
your stated goal, to destroy everything.
You would chain me up and feed me like
but he's
cats
not,
and
he's
dogs,
like frozen,
and like you would
we'll
try
bury
and
this
keep,
evil away. It
yeah,
wasn't,
try and get the
he couldn't bear to like
you
kill
would-
his brother.
You would save me.
Maybe if they did that,
Yeah.
it would make more sense. But it was just like,
All right, what do we? So we have a lot to change about this movie. What are we changing first, Sarah?
I would undo this movie.
yeah,
Start from scratch. Okay. I'd put his brother not in some random fish person prison. Put him in there. He like tries to just work with, and then they just go off on like a buddy cop adventure or whatever. I don't know, that kind of thing.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, if it had been more like grounded, like I need you to
focus
go
on them.
to the surface world, not Atlantis, or like maybe like the
Yeah.
seedy part of Atlantis, and they had to like go do something. That would have been cool.
More stuff with them. Less stuff. All the
Yeah,
stupid fights.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the bad like the video game like style.
yeah.
It was very distracting. So like the
Yeah.
CGI was like was very distracting for me. So that was really bad.
Yeah. Give
Yeah,
me
they need new CGI people.
You-
Whoever
come
did the
on.
CGI, I'm sorry, but
Those
you're
guys are
fired.
wrong.
I would also make
It was
Nathan not like just
terrible.
possessed because it just removes any motivation he has because he has no motivation anymore. He's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
he's just a robot.
And I hated the Jabba the Hutt ripoff they had.
Oh, yeah, it
I mean, I
was-
just like
Yes.
we didn't need that.
Also,
In
the
defense
Lord
of the
the
CGI
Rings.
people, I did read an article about how the
They have
overall
no
CGI
money?
industry is like they're overworked so hard. Like people give them these movies and like I need this in 20 days, and they
Yeah.
don't get paid much, and
I mean,
they are rushing through some of this stuff like just to get it out because the company wants it out on December 22nd in
Yeah.
time for Christmas, but they gave it to them in November. So
I get that. I'm not saying it's their fault, but then if I was,
we can do the replay.
if I
'cause
was,
you did.
I did say like you're fired, but like
You said the people
whoever-
who did the CGI should be fired.
yes,
Yeah.
I did. But
Who
if they were
approved
not
that?
given it in time, and
Yeah.
also whoever at DC is responsible for being like, okay, we're putting this movie out. That's
well,
also,
blame Warner Brothers. It's always the big studio head, the guy sitting in the office who's never made a movie in his life, who's making decisions. for
I would
everybody.
rather wait a couple more months and have an enjoyable
Or
movie.
half a year. Like no.
But
Or-
I think even if the
Because-
Pay
even
your
if
CGI
is great,
people.
it wouldn't
Because
be a
it's
great
just,
movie.
it's kind of
Still-
disrespectful
Yes.
for the actors. Like they put also the effort, and if the things that other people has to do, like their work, doesn't like help them, like
Yeah.
they cannot do like their job is like lost in this like crap.
Yeah, but I'm wondering how much is that because what is it? Is it James Gunn?
James Gunn is redoing everything.
Yeah, so maybe that's why
they
they're
could have
like,
been like
they're just cutting
Screw
the
it.
budget. Just
Yeah.
like, all right, just push it out the door. All this world is done. All these actors are gone.
Yeah.
We're never using them again. Which is kind of weird. Jason Momoa is good.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
is good.
exactly.
There's several that I would
actually-
have taken along, like Jason Momoa.
I
I would
feel like
take
they
that.
wanted a
If,
clean
if
slate.
we can
Yeah.
like Aquaman is with Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's some other guy who will be great also.
Are
Do
you
think
sure?
so?
You never know. You never
I
know
like this.
what
I like
happens.
this Aquaman.
They said the same thing about Christopher Reeve. Who could ever play Superman like Christopher Reeve? And along comes Tom Welling, and he's the greatest actor of our generation.
I think you're a little biased. but
All right.
All right.
Prequel, sequel, spinoff. Give us your pitch.
I mean, the sequel with another villain. With better CGI.
A better villain.
And a better villain.
I feel like it's what we've talked about the whole time. Just put the brothers off on a fun adventure of their own.
Yeah, the spin-off with the brother, I can maybe.
Oh, just the brother. He's out on his own
No,
trying
no,
to
I
figure
want
out.
the-
Yeah,
I would
I would do like a prequel of the brother.
a
I don't
prequel of the
No.
brother.
But then it's just going to be the story of how he became the awful
Evil brother.
Yeah,
brother.
exactly. I need to know, like, to understand why he's that awful.
But you got that in the first movie.
No, we need a Manta spinoff
Yeah.
showing how he survived the
Who cares
fall,
about the villain?
Oh, yeah.
and then he has amnesia, and now he wants to come back and do good in the world.
Why would he have amnesia?
Because he hit his head on the
What?
rock.
This is a comic line.
Yeah,
Does-
exactly. He hit his head on the rock.
Does he come back
and he
in
doesn't
the
know
comics?
who he is. He's alive in the comics. Yeah,
He's all-
I figured. That was
yeah.
like,
no
they
one's
didn't
ever
show.
really gone.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no
no,
one
yeah,
dies.
no one dies. Never.
He's not
They've
Except
all
for
died.
Arthur Jr.,
Who
never
hasn't
came
died
back.
in the comics?
Arthur Jr. never came back in the comics.
Poor guy.
Oh, but
Yeah.
Poor baby.
wow, you're just waiting for like the new,
Yeah.
the new version.
We'll see. Are we recommending this movie?
Nah.
I don't think so. If you like the
It wasn't
actor,
great.
I mean,
It
if you
wasn't
like
great.
the actor and you want to follow like his like career, then yes, because he was okay.
I am recommending it also. Yes.
Jeez.
Both of us. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. I know this is pretty easy to do. Other movies you recommend from these guys, right? Yes.
Are you asking us to do that right now?
Yes, I'm asking you to do that
Okay.
right
I'll do
now.
what is it, John Rice Davies?
Who's that?
He's the guy who plays Gimli. He's also Sala in Indiana Jones movies. He was the
Nice.
lobster guy. I recognize his voice like immediately.
Indiana Jones, Princess Iris 2.
Yeah, Sala. He's
Yeah,
like
Sala.
Andy's friend.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good
I
job.
think-
Okay, well,
You go.
go.
Okay, the brother like Patrick Wilson.
I
I
kept
think
thinking he looked like Michael Fassbender. I don't
Who?
know.
Patrick
Yeah,
Wilson?
yeah.
I don't know. I know that
Just when
he
he's
did
just like standing off to the side quietly, just I don't know, just looks like Michael Fassbender.
whatever. He did like a bunch of like horror movies,
All right.
which they creeped me out. So any of
Oh,
those,
Conjuring
any of the
stuff.
Conjurings.
And they're the Conjurings.
Well, that
and he
was
was
my
also
recommendation
Insidious.
because the only
Well, I
good-
recommend one Conjuring, and she recommends the Conjuring 2.
No, because the Conjuring movies and the Insidious movies are the only ones that are
That-
actually scary movies.
Exactly. That
And he's the one that like does all of them. So
it's so scary. It's very scary.
they're really well
Michael
done.
Fassbender.
Yes.
Maybe.
Sorry.
Maybe.
You let
I
me
think-
go first.
No,
I did not
I don't
think
see-
you were
they
going to
don't always
recommend
go
horror
together.
movies because you don't like them. I was like,
I
oh, no
did.
one's going to recommend mine this time.
Because they're that well done that I cannot watch them. Like I need like sunlight and people and being in
Maybe the
noon
eyes maybe
to
or
watch
somewhere, I
them
don't know.
because they're
Like,
so
it's
well
just the
done
eyes,
that they
I don't know.
get in my mind.
It's just the way.
What? Do you having a side conversation over here?
Yes, sorry. About it.
You're so rude.
Did you pick? What did you pick?
Oh my
You
god!
would have
you-
heard.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
No, you're not.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna pick Ya again. He was in the TV show 9-episode series called The Watchmen on Max.
Okay.
If you have not seen that, that is some of the greatest comic book shit you'll ever watch.
Alright.
It was awesome.
Like this
But
one.
I
That
recommend.
you
No,
picked that
it's on a
one?
whole different level.
Mm.
But if you have a familiarity with Watchmen, watch that. Watch the sequel. All right, guys. If you may know or may not know, after 5 movies, we do a small 5-movie award show. The 5 movies that are up for this one is Equalizer 3, The Creator, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Aquaman 2. And our categories are Best Movie, Best Actor, and Actor from those movies we'd most like to have dinner with. So Riley, let's go Best.
Am I not doing all 3?
Nah. Just
We're
whatever
gonna
he
do
says.
the.
You
Now
two.
I forgot the category.
Best
All right,
movie.
I'm
The
gonna
best
I'm
movie.
gonna tell you.
No,
So
only the
best
best movie,
best.
Best movie.
Why can't I do all 3 of them?
Go do all 3.
Best movie. They're all gonna hate me, but The Creator. It was the only one that I actually like enjoyed all the way through.
I know.
And I can never give my opinion without a reaction. So, yep. The best actor,
That's gonna be sick.
I think I want to give it to. I actually don't know his name. I want to give it to the guy in The Holdovers that was like the new
Yeah.
actor that like they
Oh.
literally just found in like the school because that was his like first
His name.
his like first production or anything. So I'm gonna give that to him because I thought that was a great job for that movie. And person I want to have dinner with is definitely Jason Momoa. I just want to chill with him and just hang out. He seems like really fun.
So you represent Dominic Sessa,
Yes.
who played Angus.
Yes.
Angus
Exactly.
Tully.
In The Holdovers. Yeah.
Sarah.
Best movie, The Holdovers. Surprise, surprise. Best actor, Leo DiCaprio. With who I'm having dinner with, Leo DiCaprio.
Very
surprise,
good.
surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Good job. Charlie.
Yeah, I'd say The Holdovers was the best one. Yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon was good, but like I said, I felt a little long to me. And yeah, I mean, they were both well acted. And then there's something about the story that a little bugs me about Killers of the Flower Moon. I don't really
Because
know
it's
what.
true.
No, I think
It's,
I was thinking more. I didn't like how passive the Native Americans were. Like that bothers me more. They all seemed very passively just dying and waiting to die. I guess that just bothered me.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So then
so who you picking?
The Holdovers.
The whole
Yeah.
Holdovers.
Oh, and I didn't. Okay, the next.
Nah.
What about best actor and?
Yeah. I'd go with Robert De Niro. I think he did a great job.
Mhm.
He looks so friendly, but he was also pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he did a good
difficult
yeah,
to do. Yeah.
yeah. And he didn't just seem like Robert De Niro doing a bit. He was like
Mhm.
Correct.
He
You
was
see the
just
character.
some kooky
Yeah.
old guy being a monster. Nah,
Who you having dinner with?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just do Robert De Niro. Just
Just to hang out. And,
Very good.
Give me that
Control.
inside scoop.
Give us yours.
Killers of the Flower Moon, man. It was
Yeah.
it was
Really?
awesome. Yeah.
It
It was
was, yeah.
hard to choose between that and the Holdovers and Aquaman 2, but I'm gonna
What?
go with
not Equalizer 3. You're like
Equalizer 3
cheating
too, but
on
I know.
Denzel?
I know. Well, Denzel's going to dinner with me, so dinner
Ah.
with Denzel. And
Excuse
Leo
me.
is best actor. He was
You did a
great.
really good job.
Yeah, he was great. He was
I'm
great in that
so
movie.
happy.
He was great in that movie. All right, guys. One more thing I wanted to mention about Aquaman. You guys probably have no clue
Yeah, I don't.
about the
He talks to
T-shirt.
fish.
No, the T-shirt
And
that
Aquaman and
Patrick
drop the mic.
Wilson. No, the T-shirt that Patrick Wilson was wearing when he ate the hamburger. Did anyone
Oh
even notice?
no!
No,
It was Java Jaws. It's like a underwater cartoon
yeah.
from like the
Oh.
80s.
Yeah.
That was cool. Anyway,
The underwater Scooby Doo.
yeah, underwater Scooby Doo. Yeah,
Oh,
young
nice
people.
point. Yeah,
Uh,
that's why we have you.
That's right.
I
So
knew it,
you knew it.
but I didn't recognize the shirt because I wasn't even looking.
All right, yeah,
I was ready for it to be over.
Isn't
Um,
it like a last scene? That was the last scene.
That was
Like the,
last scene,
the
yeah.
hidden scene.
No, it wasn't hidden, was it? It was just in the movie.
It was in the movie, but then there was a cut scene after
the Crockett
where he put the roach.
was-
Yeah,
the roach.
in the sandwich.
Oh, I didn't.
That's
I
the
think
didn't
second
make it
part.
I
that
think
far.
I left at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, "Nah, get the credits. Boom.
Charles left the session.
Let's give our shout outs to the week, and then we'll announce our next movie. Go ahead, Riley.
I'm gonna give my shout out to a book I'm reading that my dad recommended. It's called Grain Brain. It's about how carbs affect your body. It's cool.
For scientists who like to know things. For me, I guess I'm promoting this. Philadelphia people, if you're around, we are in Riley and I, we're in a show, like musical show, that's called Bright Star. It's happening in April. So I hope, people that listen to this podcast are our friends and they come see the show.
What if we have a whole affinity streaming group?
That would be great. Can you imagine?
So, Charlie, your shout out.
Why you
No, I'm
shutting
just
me
kidding.
down like
Wait.
this?
I'm just trying to move it on. It's great. We're with you.
No.
We support you.
Why?
100%.
No, you're very dismissive.
No, I'm not.
You are. We're putting a lot of
We're in
effort in this.
I understand, and I'm with it 100%.
Okay, you should promote it as well as I do.
Bright Star,
Thank you.
Jenkintown Musical Theater, 2024 in
In
April.
April.
We will all be there. So
Thanks.
you contact us, we will get you tickets. Okay.
Exactly.
It's a chance to meet the cast
and-
of this
Thank you.
Yes.
show. Wow.
Yes. All right. What's your name? Charlie. Give me your- Shout out.
That's what it was. Oh, so what I was going to give last week, but I had forgotten it. It's been, well, last week it was 40 years since the first Macintosh was released.
Oh, nice, good one. And Apple Vision Pro was just released in the same 40-year span. So maybe it's the next thing that goes in life. Anyway, I'm gonna give my shout out to H Mart. If you guys don't know what H Mart is, it's
They have
like
everything.
it's a Korean grocery store.
Yeah.
And it's some people don't know what H Mart is.
They have everything.
But it's amazing.
Yeah, really, I know.
Go to H Mart. Okay, great. Riley, next movie, please.
The Marvels.
The Marvels.
Because we didn't have like enough action.
We need more action and CGI. All right, guys.
It'd be better.
Thanks for joining us. For Charlie, Riley, Sarah, I'm Control. See you next time. Infinity Stream Podcast.
Bye.